Hey guys, Jess here. I am here today to give you an updated craft room tour. I have rearranged my space again, kind of like a fresh start for the new year, and I thought I would share with you guys my space and a detailed tour of kind of how I organize things. So let's get started. I am fortunate enough to have a large craft space. We actually have a finished basement area, and as you can see, I share this space with my son's playroom, which is nice because I can watch him play as I craft sometimes, or we craft together. And then I also share this craft space with my stepdaughter, who really enjoys scrapbooking as well. So we kind of have combined our spaces, and it's worked out really, really well. So the tables right here and here are from Ikea. They are I'm going to say it wrong, the lemon tables. They are fantastic for scrapbooking. They're durable, they're easy to wipe down, they're lightweight, so they're easy to move. I highly recommend checking those out if you're looking for a new table surface to scrapbook on. So we're going to go over here to the right, and as you can see, this is my stepdaughter's cart. She's beginning to establish quite a collection of craft stuff herself, and she loved the way I did my cart, so she has her own. And this is her little area here with her album she's beginning, and some photos and paper supplies. I just think it's cute to see her stuff here. And then we are coming over to my Calyx. Actually, this is a knockoff. This is the Threshold cube unit from Target. Very, very similar to the Calyx. And I love this unit for storage. It fits, as you can see, the albums fit perfectly in there, and these little fabric bins are just amazing to tuck away stuff that doesn't look as nice exposed on the shelves, but it's still accessible, and it keeps everything neat and tidy and visually appealing, and all about that. So as you can see, I have some albums here that I'm working on, constantly evolving. I jump around on what I scrapbook. My sewing machine that I haven't actually started dabbling in yet, which I hope to this year. It's one of my goals. I have a Canon selfie, which I love this little compact printer. It is the best investment I have made. It's Bluetooth capability, it's easy to take to crops with, and I only print as I need. Whereas before, I would print, I'd buy prints based on the deals that whatever printing company was having, and I'd have hundreds of photos, and I wouldn't scrapbook them all, and I'm just storing all these photos, and I feel like it's a waste. So this is a lot more, in my opinion, cost effective, and then I don't have to wait on somebody else to print my photos. If I want to print a certain picture, it's right there in a matter of seconds, so I really love it, and the quality is great. The inks and the photo paper are also reasonable. So I'll share a link below. So for any of you who aren't familiar with the Canon selfie, you can go check it out. Amazon carries them as well as other places, but that's where I picked mine up. And then here I have just a basic Epson printer. This has been good to me. The quality is great. It was affordable, and I really enjoy that. Let me step back a little bit so you can see it. So we have a few random supplies here with my paper cutter. Bins, like I said, kind of store random stuff. So this one's got some of my son's stickers and papers that he plays with in here. Again, I wouldn't be able to stand seeing that on an open shelf, but you have it in a nice bin. It's tucked away, and nobody knows it's there except for you and him. He likes it because he can get it himself too. So this next bin's got some random goodies. I have a little bag. I have some extra Cuttlebug dies, markers, and some additional papers and bags in here, tucked away nicely in case I need them. And then this bin has got some card making supplies and random papers as well that I want to access on occasion, not very often, but it's nice to have access to them. Down here is just a little tote and a roll of tape for vinyl. This bin, again, storing some vinyl, and then I have an extra container here. This works out really well because I know a lot of people store their vinyl out in the open. Me personally, I just don't like the look of it. I much prefer, again, things that aren't visually appealing to be tucked away, but accessible. And so I prefer to kind of keep my vinyl tucked away. But again, it's personal preference. And then again, some just random containers with a lot more of my son's stickers down here. And then some extra containers that I may or may not use in the near future. So that is my first shelf. And then we're going to come over here to my desk. This is an Ikea Alex desk, I believe it's called. I'll share a link below. We made a trip to Ikea a few months ago, and I scored this desk in the dinged and damaged section, or the return section. I'm not really sure what they call it. And I got it for $40. I was pumped. This is a fantastic desk. It's perfect for a computer, or you could even use it as a scrapbook desk. So if you guys don't have an Ikea near you, I'm sorry, but if you do, or ours is 2.5 hours away, but we'll go once or twice a year, and it's definitely worth the trip because sometimes you come back with gems like this, and it makes the trip worth it. So this is mainly a computer desk, but in these drawers, you can see, this one I have some printer paper and my planner supplies. I don't know about you guys, but I'm trying to get into a planner, and I can't stick to it. I'm very inconsistent with it, so I don't know if you have any tips or tricks on motivation. I love the idea, but I don't know. I can't commit to it, and I'm not sure why. So give me leave a comment below if you have any ideas on how to keep me motivated with a planner. I'd appreciate it. And then this other drawer, I keep, let's see here. I got my Canon selfie paper or photo paper, some ink cartridges. I got printer ink cartridges back there, washi tape, my Silhouette blades, some extra batteries, and some punches. Kind of random odds and ends, but it's nice that they're here and accessible. And then on the other side, I have this little lamp with the pen holder and some dividers I got at Target. It was cute, and it gives a little extra light at night. I have this little tray of embellishments, handmade embellishments I've made. I keep them out just in case I have a layout I can use them on. Hiding behind here is my microphone for voiceovers. And then I have this cute little Target pin that keeps all my, well, obviously TV remotes because that's important, but my go-to scissors, pen, and tape runner, so it's easy access to grab. And they're just sitting on this cute little tray I got from the jewelry section in Walmart, I think. And so sometimes I will pick out embellishments from my stash when I'm preparing for a layout, and I'll toss them on here so they're accessible. I just like it. I think it's cute. Okay, so now we are on to the second cube unit. I'll move my card out of the way. We'll tackle that in a minute. So in this first cubby here, I have a close to my heart organizer. So there's two 12 by 12 paper trays, and then there's the ink storage. I don't stamp a lot. So I have a very small selection of inks, but it's the colors that I tend to gravitate towards. And so this organizer works really well for me because I have such a small stash of inks. This is a very solid unit. It goes together really well. And they have other pieces you can stack. I'll leave the link below for this as well if it's something you're interested in. Next cubby is, so I have some stickles over here, and then these are dies and stamps. And I use these clear fridge organizers. I believe I got these at Target, and they make it really, really easy to thumb through what you have. As you can see, I don't have anything labeled. A labeler is on my wish list here. But it makes it very easy, accessible, and again, it's visually not terrible to look at. And they fit nicely in these cubes. And then the stickers is in a more narrower one, which is nice, easy to get to. I have the same on this end cube. I have another narrow one which keeps all my mixed media stencils, my foams, brushes, and then a whole nother tray of mainly close to my heart stamps in this one. Actually, all of them are. I really like the close to my heart stamps, and they fit perfectly in these clear containers. Next cube is a couple of photo boxes here, a layout book, and some rolls of wall vinyl. I think that's wall vinyl. And these boxes here, these photo boxes, actually hold Project Life cards. So when I need to layer or I'm in a mood to do some Project Life scrapbooking, I'll haul these two photo boxes out and pick through what I would like to have or use for that particular page I'm making. Then you have these cardboard magazine holders. I think I got these at Hobby Lobby. Again, I'll put the link below, with all extra paper packs that I have not yet got. They're unopened, essentially, and they're extras, so I tend to buy extras of ones I really like, and I'll use the first pack, and then I'll keep the other one. And then it's kind of funny, a little later in time I'll go back and it's like you get all re-excited about that collection again. So that's the ones I really, really love. I tend to buy a second set because I know later on I'll want to use it again. So that's what all these are. And then middle shelf here, I get a couple more photo boxes. These actually have photos in them, and they're in order of month and year. So let's see if I can kind of show you. See, I just put little labels and tags with the year, and then I put them in chronological order by month or season or holiday, so I can scrap them as I go through. I find that works out really well for me personally, and I just chip away at the photos. I kind of scrap based on what my mood is. For a while I tried to go in chronological order, and I would just sometimes I would get bored. I'm like, I felt stressed because I wasn't caught up. And so I've kind of let that go, and I just scrap the pictures I want to scrap, and eventually my album will be complete. It makes it a lot more enjoyable for me. And everybody has a different way of doing it, but that is personally what works for me. And again, I have some more. These are all specialty papers, glitter papers, that are filed here. So when I want to use glittered or foil or acetate, they're all here in this magazine holder or file. 12 by 12 magazine file. All right, and so the next cube is all my paper collections that I'm currently are being used. I jump around a lot. I think I've explained that in a previous video. I don't often stick to one kit all the way through. I jump around. It depends on my mood. Again, I totally scrap depending on what I'm in the mood to scrap. So in here I have a couple of just paper pads that I grabbed that I liked. These are all paper kits that I've tapped into at one point or another and haven't used. And then I leave them together until there's only a few papers left, and I store them. I store all my leftovers in one of these boxes, and then I make it my own kit eventually. And I'll walk you through that another time. But I keep the collections together until I feel like I've really use it to its max, and then I'll want to combine it with something else later. And then I got these little plastic folios, which I absolutely love these. They make it really easy to take a whole kit collection to a crop, and they're portable. They fit a lot in them, and it's nice to be able to keep it together, including the embellishments. So this is an older hip kit that I have together that I'm still chipping away at, and I have all the components of the kit right here in this one envelope. Which is really, really nice. I really like this method. So every time I get these at Hobby Lobby, so every time I go to Hobby Lobby, I pick a couple more up, because I tend to collect my kits quicker than I'm able to get through them. I'm sure many of you are probably similar to me in that aspect, and I certainly don't mind. It's nice to have a lot of choices. So I kind of know, I have the order memorized right now of what I have here, but I do eventually want to get a label maker so I can label the spines, and it will make it super, super easy to take a look and know what's there. Again, I have a few more kits on the end here that I haven't gotten an envelope in yet. And then on the bottom here are these 12 by 12 boxes. I have a kit I've actually already made in this top one. For when I feel like I want to do pull out a kit from my stash that I put together, and then these other two are for scraps. These other two boxes down here, these are great. They fit perfectly in the cube storage. They keep everything nice and flat, and they're easy to take in and out. They're just cardboard, and I really like them. In the middle shelf here, I just have an extra one for now, and a little photo box here that I still need to go through and organize my photos. And then the last cube here is just a random miscellaneous pile of just things, notebooks and cords and other stuff is in these two. Oh, you can't see where I'm going. These two files here. So nothing too exciting in that last cube, but it's nice to have a place for everything. All right. I should probably go to the top here. This is all my cardstock in the We Are Memory Keepers clear 12 by 12 paper holder. I really enjoy this. I probably eventually will add another shelf to this, but for now I have them kind of sort of organized. I can flip through the colors that I'm looking for. It works for me. I don't tend to use a ton of cardstock in my layout, so I don't worry too much about being too particular about how they're organized. My little Friskers photo color and my Cameo silhouette right here on top, which love this machine. Everybody should own one. It's fantastic. Okay, so now we're gonna tackle my carts. I'll try to make this quick and I can go through any detail. If at any point in this video, if you all are curious about more details on how I organize anything, you want to see a video in more detail of how I organize, put a comment below and I will do my best to get one out as quickly as possible. I know this is a lot for one video, so I'd love to help anybody out if they have any questions. So this cart here is a cart I got from Walmart. It's not as good as the Raskog quality-wise. It's a little more, it's less sturdy, but it gets the job done. I also have my other gray cart here is the Target brand, which is a lot more solid, which I really like this one better. This is supposed to be a Christmas gift, but it was the wrong color. So instead of returning it, I just kept it for myself and then bought a new one with the right color. So I wasn't going to let it go to waste. So it does do a really great job. And so I use this cart for all my embellishments that are not a part of a kit anymore, or that I bought like one-off. So all these little front shorter ones, a lot of them are close to my heart. Compliments they're called, which is embellishments that come with all the other kits, as you can see. So you can thumb through them relatively easy in this cart. And then same on this other side with some 6x6 and smaller paper pads here in the back. And then in the back of the Rascog, or the cart, on the top here, I have a desktop file folder caddy, and it has 3 pockets, so it makes it really easy to kind of separate and organize my alphas and my tiny words, and they stand up really, really well. So what I've done here, on the left hand side, is I put all my phrases and words, so and it goes kind of like smaller to largest, and in some sort of a color theme. And in the back there's just cardboard stickers as well. So you got tiny words, some Vicky Bunton, Tim Holtz, and then some thickers and random one-off brands of phrases. As I told you guys before, I really, really like puffy phrases and thickers, so I have quite a variety. Some Pink Fresh chipboard stickers from a past hip kit, and then some close to my heart stickers from their newer collections. This system really, really works for me. I love that everything's accessible. I tend to use it more because I don't have to go digging. And then the right hand side is all my alphas, in some sort of, I guess, kind of sort of a color coordinated fashion. And then the front, smaller alpha stickers. So give this method a try, and it's easy. Like if you go to crops, you can just take this whole cart with you. It's easy to pack. I really love these carts. They're like one of my favorite storage items. So the bottom 2 shelves here, as you can see, I have the Iris photo containers, and I actually use these to store all my loose embellishments. So once I've kind of destroyed or used up, I shouldn't say destroyed, that sounds negative, used up an embellishment kit to kind of the fullest, I only have a few pieces left, I will take them apart and I will put them in these photo containers and I will organize them either by color or by theme. So as you can see, this is black and white. So everything in here is black and white, and it's words and enamel dots and ribbons and bows and tags, anything that's black and white. And then I have a little bit of yellow and orange. And I find this system works so good for me because I scrapbook, you know, I'm very color based when I scrapbook, and I kind of in my mind know what colors I want to go together, and then and then not only colors but themes. So to have my embellishments organized by color and theme really helps me find everything I'm looking for and keep me organized, and it's a lot more motivating to me because it doesn't seem so daunting to try to seek out and find my embellishments to make a page. So right now I just use a dry erase marker, but again, once I get my labeler, excuse me, I will be able to label these and it'll be much clearer to see. And I use the 2 different sizes. There's the larger size here in the back, and then the smaller, so the 5x7 and the 4x6. And again, these fit, as you can see, fit perfectly in these carts. It's a really great method. Highly recommend it. And then I have my mixed media cart, which is the Target brand. It's a little bit different. It's got the handles on the side here, which is great because I grab it. I grab them all the time, wheel it over, and it's sturdy. Like it doesn't feel like it's gonna fall apart. Where the black cart, the Walmart brand, feels like you have to be a little bit more gentle with it. So if you want my opinion, if you don't have an Ikea, the Target brand cart is really great. So as you can see here on the top is just all my mixed media supplies. So I have my paint palettes, all my papers for testing out colors and splatter, some of my foam tapes. I have ink and glue and watercolor paper in this bin here, and then here is my texture paste, all my shimmer paints and sprays, my gelatos, paintbrushes, gesso, all my water sprayers and my shimmer paints and paintbrushes, excuse me, from close to my heart, some palette brushes, all my tools and markers are in here. Again, easily accessible. It makes it so easy to just really sit down and get creating rather than taking so much time compiling and searching for things. Baby wipes, always important, not only when you have a toddler, but when you're doing mixed media too. And then here's my new goodies I just got. Some more sprays, texture paste. And I just usually wheel this over and have it by my side, and it's so accessible, it makes it really easy. The second shelf here has some other extra cases of, so this is all word stamps that just didn't fit nicely. These are from, let's see, I'm trying to think, Paper Tray Ink. They're small word stamps and little graphic stamps that I've had, and they just didn't fit well in the acrylic storage, so I put them here in the photo cases. I have my punches, my acrylic blocks for stamping, markers in the back from Close to My Heart, and then some more punches, and my my roller stamps are also in here as well. Super easy to access. And then the bottom just houses my Cuttlebug for die cutting and some sprayers. I haven't played with these yet. I'm really excited about those. Embossing gun and tray, and the plates for my Cuttlebug. And so here is my mixed media cart in all its glory as well. And this is like my favorite cart. Well, both of them are my favorite for different reasons. But again, it's just really, really handy. And I just park them off to the side and drag them over when I'm ready to scrapbook. And then this shelf right here is all my stepdaughter's stuff and her paper, and then my niece has some drawers here too. When she comes over, she likes to scrapbook. And then my son has snuck some of his Play-Doh goodies in here too. And then we're almost done. Again, this is my desk where I do most of my work. And then I got one of these great drawers from Michaels. I got it early on before I realized Ikea had an Alex drawer. I know I'm behind the times, but it was a super good deal. I think they were on sale for like $35, so I gave it a whirl. And I really like it. The quality is pretty good. I've seen the Ikea ones in person now, and I feel like Ikea's quality is just a little bit better. But price comparison wise, if you're on a budget, this Michael drawer system is great when you can get them on sale. So hold out and be patient, and it's well worth it. So this here I use, I'll pull it out so you can see. So right under my desk, and it gives me easy access to my adhesives. So the top drawer, I keep all my adhesives in here. So my tape runners, refills, and then all my foam for layering, I keep on the other side. Convenient and right next to me. Drawer number 2, more acrylic blocks, just some tiny little stamps, and my washi tape that I probably would never use on a layout that I use to stick dies and stuff down. Foam dots and some tape, and these other 2 little cubbies. And then the last 3 drawers I use to store my new kits that I just got, because it's exciting, so I like to have them in a special place. And I will show you how it's quick and easy, but I can show you how I organize my kits when I get them, when I put them in the drawer. But I have these clear little trays that I got from Joann Fabrics that I divvy up my embellishments on, and then I take out the papers and the other embellishments, and that's kind of pretty much it. I keep them more together, the kits together. So this is an older, I think it's last year's winter kit if I remember correctly, or it might have been, I'm sorry, 2017, not 2018. We're in 2019, Jess. Time flies when you're having fun. So I got this, and I took it all apart so I could have it easily accessible. And then I haven't yet separated the last year's December kit, or last year's, or actually this is January's kit this year. I haven't separated it all out yet. So I might do a quick video just to show you guys, walk you through my process if you're curious to see that. So that's kind of it. This is my little drawer. It stays right here on the side by my desk, so it's easily accessible. And that is it. This is my space, my happy space. I really enjoy it. And it feels good to be all organized and everything to have its place. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tour. Please leave a comment below if you have any questions on my storage or organization of my products. I'll be happy to answer them for you. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Talk to you next time. Bye.